bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On second down, Swift.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Goff. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Complete to number 2. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention that they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Goff. And this one is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 24, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. On 2nd and 9. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. Fields.
Dance, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. For the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fields on first down. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
To throw is Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Gone.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
So we've reached halftime. The visiting Lions taking the lead to play. As we'll see that, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, we're checking the next gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did. As you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a second and just a few inches left.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Fields.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down, but how about this well-designed play? He gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. From the 27,
Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
His throw caught at about the 5.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From the 40 now on second down, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. To throw is Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now Goff on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw again on second down. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
But so far, this game is going the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go with the option, coming right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, it's gone. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Lions.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Ooh, the juke.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
On 2nd and 9, Goff.
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st down throw. Gone.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
They will run it with Swift here.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard
Back to
line.
throw, Fields. Able to connect with Chark.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All eyes on Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So